I think we have to start with a little historical reflection here. Because if you just go back 1 year, the whole narrative around Google was, well, it was one of existential crisis.
Oh, completely.
Hmm.
It wasn't just competitors nipping at their heels. The fundamental structure of their business felt like it was under threat.
And that's the critical starting point, right? Google built this multi-trillion-dollar empire on being the front door to the internet.
The gateway. And then generative AI, first with OpenAI's ChatGPT, then you had Anthropic, Perplexity. They challenged that core assumption.
The idea that if an LLM can just give you the answer directly, why would you ever click a search link?
And if search traffic drops, their advertising revenue, the engine that funds everything else, is in serious jeopardy. That was the fear. That's what, temporarily cratered their stock.
The market was pricing in this fundamental erosion of their main cash cow. They were seen as being disrupted in their one core competency. But wow, that narrative has totally flipped.
It's a dramatic reversal. And the inflection point, without a doubt, was the launch of Gemini 3.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that it was fast. It immediately showed this multimodal superiority in advanced reasoning.
And our sources now are all confirming it. Gemini 3 is widely considered the best foundational AI model out there.
The market share data just tells the story. It's a technical knockout. ChatGPT, which was the undisputed king, saw its market share nearly halved by the end of last year.
This wasn't a slow decline.
No, this is a swift, aggressive repossession of territory.
And the competitive advantage here, it's not just the algorithm. You've pointed this out before. It's their full stack control.
That is the ultimate differentiator. When we say full stack, we mean they have control over every single layer of the AI value chain. Most companies, even OpenAI, rely heavily on external hardware.
NVIDIA's GPUs usually.
Right, and they build their models on top of that. But Google is vertically integrated. We now know that Gemini 3 was trained exclusively on Google's own custom silicon, their tensor processing units, or TPUs.
Okay, let's pause on that TPU advantage for a second. It's
Right.
highly technical, but it's strategically so critical.
Well, think of it like this. NVIDIA's H100s are amazing general-purpose supercomputers. They're excellent for a lot of tasks.
But Google's TPUs are custom-designed silicon.
Tailored specifically for the kind of massive matrix math and parallel processing you need for training these huge transformer models like Gemini. When you design the chip and the model architecture at the same time.
You get a level of optimization that nobody else can match.
Exactly. External chip users just can't get there.
Okay.
I mean, even a close rival like Anthropic's Claude 4.5, which is highly competitive, still relied on Google's TPUs for training. Google is now really the only company that controls the silicon, the foundational models, and the applications that run on them.
And this confidence, it's directly reflected in their financials.
Absolutely. The market priced this in very quickly. Google's stock up 65% over the past year, and crucially, their market cap crossed that monumental $4 trillion line.
Making them only the fourth company in history to do that.
After NVIDIA, Apple, and Microsoft. But the comparison with NVIDIA is where it gets really telling about Google's strategic depth.
What do you mean?
Well, Alphabet's valuation is second only to NVIDIA in the AI space right now. But if you look at the fundamentals, the things that matter for long-term health, like revenue and operating income.
Google is vastly superior.
By a huge margin. They generate far more sustainable cash flow from all their existing businesses. The market is finally pricing in Google's long-term, self-sufficient full-stack value and doing it way more aggressively than it was even 6 months ago.
So the narrative of Google being disrupted.
It's dead. It's been replaced by the narrative of Google being the most strategically integrated player in the game.